Ooh, you know what, that right there, that's a golden topic. That right there, that is gold. You really don't see the value of what they're just giving you. My name is Ayin. That's the topic of the day. The value in things. Actually, that's not the topic of the day, but it's along those lines. Yeah. Failing to see the value in things. That's the topic of the day. One of the things that brought me to this topic, I'm gonna use this example, real world example of something that had occurred. I went to a baby shower, and as a thank you gift for what we provided for the baby shower and attending the baby shower, I was given a gift. I was given a gift of items, because I collect certain things, and on this particular item, I didn't collect. Well, I'd gotten this item. Didn't matter anyways, because I was really appreciative of it, and it was really awesome. I'd gotten these items that the person had given me, had taken them home, and had set them up. I'm like, oh man, that's really cool. It really made my day. It was really cool, because I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting a gift or giving a gift, so it was just really awesome. Some time passed, and let's see, we're in September, getting ready to go in October. This was probably before June. We'll say 5 or 6 months ago. Just kind of give you a time frame on this to drive my point home further. Well, as I was rearranging things in my home, and these items came up, and I'm like, I think I'll put these out here for a better display, because it's just me moving things. I looked on what it was that they had given me, and I had saw that this just wasn't a mere item that they had purchased, but this was like a limited edition. On both items, they had given me 2 things. One was a limited edition, and one was that could only be gotten from somewhere else. And in the meantime, not that I'm really collecting the items, I'm not going to really say that I'm going down the path of collecting that, because it's a lot of things that I collect, and it was just like it was another road that I didn't want to go down. It was like my pockets can't take any more. But anyways, I did go on to buy a few of these things, and I'm just like, man, not only was the gift awesome, the thing they had given me is even of more value. Not just because it was a gift, that's awesome, but it was a step above, because it was a limited edition. It was truly special. And I'm glad that I had maintained these things the way that I had maintained them. I'm like, man, this is awesome. So I actually had to call the person up. I'm like, hey, look, if I started looking into things, because I started going down this rabbit hole of doing this, man, I really want to thank you again, because I'm seeing on how this is just not some fly-by-night stuff. So this brings me back to my topic of this video. And I've said this in older videos. I've mentioned this, the most valuable thing that I can give you is my time. Search the video on my channel. It made me think on it, but it gave me the perfect metaphor for how we do things, and how often things can be overlooked. And this is how you miss out on good people in your life. This is how you miss out on good things in your life, is because you fail to see the value that's sitting right before your face, on just how special it is. I know for a fact, I've told this story before on one of my earlier videos. You might have to search a few years back. I know there's a lot of videos on this channel. I talked about one time talking to a friend of mine's father, and he was telling me, hey, I remember let's see, as time is going on, I don't know if I can get it straight. I can't remember if he was saying it was the oldest sister or an aunt. Doesn't matter. It was the elder of the family. He was like, they told me this information when I was a teenager. I think it was maybe like 16 or something. Here it is. It didn't come back till after, to show you how long this was, so you can wrap your head around this. Years later. Now, without revealing this person's age and talking at what point they are in their life, this will give you an idea. Think about it. They were a teenager when they had received this information. They didn't process it until their grandkids, the person that was told this information, they had grandkids, and their grandkids were almost in the same exact spot, age in their life that they were, that this information hit home with them. But he still found it of a value to be able to hold on to it. And it's not like he had thrown it away. And he was able to go back to that. And the value had appreciated, just like I would with any valuable in your life. One of the reasons why I know I've touched on this topic before on this channel, I've went down the road of talking about how you don't have to consistently beat people over the head with information, or it's not your job to give somebody something to stand around, make sure they're using it. You're not using it at this exact moment. I don't think that you got it. Have you heard me? First of all, who are you? Who are you to stand over and make sure somebody's doing what you say? Who are you? People do what they want to do. Secondly, quit discrediting what you put out there. If you're giving it as a gift, let it go. That's not where I'm going with this video, because I'm going to rewind it back up and talking about the value of the things that you have. But the reason why I'm making a topic on this video is because it really hit home that I'm glad that I had. Let's go back to the items that I had gotten, that I started this video off with. Imagine if I got home, chucked them. I ain't collecting this mess. I'm going to just give them away. Now, I guess it could have went, either way. I could have given them away and not really thought on it, since this wasn't something that I specialized in collecting or what have you. Just been like, it didn't matter to me. Oh, okay, it was value. Okay, so what? But we're going to go with the standpoint, even though that's not me. We'll go with the thing of looking at, just like what I stated at the beginning of this video, the value and just how precious those items were. Take it back even further. For this person to attain the items that they had given me, think about how they must have felt about the gift that they were given. Keep in mind, I wasn't even due a gift. I'd given a gift. I wasn't expecting a gift upon me giving a gift to a person. We do this all the time. We have things that sit right in front of our face and we fail to see the value of them. Opportunities pass you by, people pass you by, and then you look back and you go, I never had. I never received. No, you received, you just didn't notice. You didn't see. You didn't open your eyes to observe. That's the point that I'm making in this video. To make you more acutely aware of the things that are around you. Things don't always have to be monetary. Things don't always have to be said in a booming voice the way you hear them. I know for a fact, I've mentioned this in my book. I talked about uncles that I have. Different uncles from different walks of life. They say things differently. I have one uncle, mentioned him in the book. He'll say something so cool, calm, and casually, it's as if he didn't say it at all. And if you missed it, you missed it. But if you're in tune with what he's saying, he's really dropping you some golden nuggets. People operate like this. Not everybody that has your best interest in mind are beating you over your head with something. Keep in mind, that doesn't even work for everybody. It doesn't work for me. I might hear you once, twice, 3 times, because I'm really open and really receptive with people are saying and doing. It's not till like 3, 4 times, like that 3rd time, I'm like, okay, are you thinking that I'm crazy? On that 4th time, I'm getting aggravated. 4th and 5th time, because I'm feeling like you're trying to make me do something, so you keep mentioning it. I heard you. I'm sure that you know that I heard you because I'm an active listener. I let you know that I heard you on the first go around. We had a conversation about it. The value that you may fail to see of things that are given to you. That's the topic of this video. I wanted to touch on some of those other things that go around because I wanted to ensure that you're not reverting back to some of the things that I've covered in other videos. Was just like, I want to make sure somebody sees the value of this. And that actually works quite the contrary as well. I've had that to where people, they may see a value in something and they're going to keep drilling with you. drilling at you. And it's just like, the more that you're drilling, the less that this is becoming something that I want to take note of. You're doing quite the contrary. It'll make a person see that even if it is some value in something, you're coming so hard and you're so heavy with it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want any piece of it. I don't want to do it. We're talking about the subtle things that you fail to see value in. I just got done making another video when I'm stating that in order to have a better refinement of you have to observe everything that's around you, both good and bad. So even with that analogy or the example, the real world example that I just got done using with you, where people are beating you up over your head or it's just certain things, you can still observe all of this. Even some of my relationships that I've had in the past that have been unhealthy, I still took note of the things that went down. There were still things that I can learn besides things of what not to do. I still might have seen some good in what went down. So it wasn't all bad. And it wasn't all bad because I was able to walk away with an experience from it. Don't fail to see the value of what's sitting right before your face. That's the topic of this video. If you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button. If you have questions for me, I'll do my best to answer your question in a video. Send them to my email, aim.kilimanjaro@gmail.com. And like I said, I'll do my best to answer your question in a video. I'll generalize your topic, so I'm not revealing who you are. Okay? Unless you say otherwise. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Aim. You have a good one.